What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Brest against Real Madrid. Yes, all the jokes are going to come now. Yeah, let's just take it in, breathe out, and move on. Because yeah, it is funny to be honest, but it's sort of time to get serious. So yeah, um, a big game away against a very good team this season. Brest have been surprising everyone in terms of their performances in the Champions League, and they are currently, if I'm not wrong, seventh in the Champions League. No, actually they're not. Sorry, they're 13th. I'm pretty sure they were in the top eight at one point, but they've um, dropped down to 13th, which is still a very good placement from them because they are above Real Madrid in the table. Obviously, Real Madrid are 16th. They are 13th with 1 point more. So essentially, if Real Madrid can win, Real Madrid can go ahead of them, and that would be very huge because that is one team cleared. And although the likelihood of finishing in the top 8 now is unlikely, you can sort of finish 11th, 12th, and you'll get a more favorable draw in terms of the playoffs, because I think that's how it works. I do think that it is based on where you finish from 9th to 24th. So it is absolutely massive and essential that Real Madrid can get the job done. We've gone to France before. We've lost to Lille earlier this season. It's not been a place, a country where Real Madrid have enjoyed success in recent years. I mean, we went to PSG and we lost a couple of years ago. So we don't tend to do very well against French teams away in the recent years, at least from what I can remember. But we are gonna need another huge performance from the likes of Mbappe. Obviously, I think Vinicius Junior is out of this game due to suspension, if I am not mistaken, or he might not actually be. To be honest, I actually don't know if he's suspended because it's not stated here. Um, it does seem like he is suspended. Um, so yeah, we have to obviously rely a lot now on Mbappe. Rodrigo has been playing really well. Bellingham has been playing well, although he hasn't been on the score sheet. He's been playing well and assisting and contributing in other ways. So obviously, we have to keep this up. Now for Brest, their last game in the Champions League, they lost to Shakhtar Donetsk at Shakhtar's place. I don't know if they still play in Germany, but they lost away. Their previous game, they beat PSV at home. Before that, they lost to Barcelona away. Before that, they beat Sparta Praha away. Before that, they drew with Bayer Leverkusen at home. So Bayer Leverkusen have gone there and have dropped points. Before that, they beat Salzburg 4-0. We did beat Salzburg as well. Before that, they beat Sturm Graz 2-1. And that has been their campaign so far. They've had a bit of a break recently. It seems they haven't played that much game. Actually, to be fair, they have played a lot of games, to be honest. But they are all in the league, to be honest. That's why. And yeah, overall, they have got a good home record. They've got a couple of decent players. I'm looking at Ajok, Bizot, their keeper. They've got Del Castillo, Roman Forever. They've got Lias Melu. Um, they've got Brandon Shadownight. Um, and a couple more of decent players. Abdallah Sima. So they've got a couple of decent players, but it's not impossible to win. I think they are probably less strengthened than Lille, and I think that obviously we played well against Lille. We didn't, but what I'm trying to say is we only lost to Lille by a penalty, and we probably would have drawn that game 0-0 because we weren't good enough in the attack. The team just wasn't clicking in the attack, but we could have held a draw. We could have. Now the team attackingly is playing well. I'm worried about the defense because if you look at the last couple of games, the defense has been all over the place. Now against Real Valladolid, Real Valladolid could have scored one or two early goals in the first 20 minutes. It just because we kept the clean sheet against them, it doesn't mean that we were great defensively. And before that, Salzburg scored. And many other teams have played us and scored. So defensively, this team is facing a lot of issues, which is why I think that the starting 11 I'm going to put forward might not be what Carlo Ancelotti goes with, especially in the defense. So, with that being said, let's get into my starting 11. So, I've got obviously Thibaut Courtois in goal. The back four, I think Mendy comes in instead of Fran Garcia because I just don't think you can risk playing an attacking fullback wingback in this game, especially with the way Brest play. They are not going to be a team that are going to sit back and defend. They're going to go for you. So you don't need Fran Garcia. Rudiger, Asensio, and Vasquez is what I probably expect. But it could be Rudiger, Tchouaméni, and Asensio at right back, which he did play against Real Valladolid there. Does Carlo Ancelotti trust Asensio more than Vasquez now? Or is he trying to let Asensio get used to that position, like the opposite version of Sergio Ramos? But I would probably say I would trust Asensio more than Lucas Vasquez at right back. But that also compromises because you're taking away Asensio for Tchouaméni. Now, is David Alaba fit? Because if you're going to play Asensio at right back, I would rather Alaba and Rudiger at centre back than Rudiger and Tchouaméni. Because I think Tchouaméni, if you want to play him, you play him as the 6. But the other concern is that Dani Ceballos has actually been playing really well and probably deserves that spot. So it's a bit of a good headache to have in terms of who is going to play where. So this I don't think will be the starting 11. I think it's likely Dani Ceballos starts in the midfield with Bellingham and Valverde, and Tchouaméni plays centre back with Asensio at right back, which means David Alaba is benched and Lucas Vasquez is benched. That could be well the case. And the attack, no Vinicius, Mbappe up front. Obviously Rodrigo will not be playing on the right. He'll be playing on the left with Brahim on the right. But that is how I think this will be the starting 11. Apart from the defense and the CDM spot is still a little bit of a concern and a dilemma. So it's not confirmed in terms of what Carlo Ancelotti will do. But with Alaba back, you are given more opportunities. But is David Alaba fit enough to start the game? I don't know. So we will see in terms of what Carlo Ancelotti decides to do. And yeah. Lastly, my score prediction. They are a very good side, Brest. But I'm gonna go with Brest to score 1 goal and Real Madrid to score 2. I'm going to go 2-1 win. I think it will be pretty close, but I think Real Madrid will come up victorious. Let me know what thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.